During the autumn of 1944, after the liberation of Paris, but before the guns had been still, in a France weakened, divided, and drained by 4 years of Nazi occupation, the project of the Théâtre de la Mode was born. As if in an attempt to exercise the recent past, to begin once again to enjoy life and liberty regained, couturiers, jewellers, milliners, and hairdressers took on a formidable challenge to present the haute couture collections of spring 1945 on around 200 miniature figurines, dressed in the latest couture styles and set against the backdrop of elaborate theatre decors designed by artists such as Jean Cocteau and Christian Berard, whose decadent set is as magical as the opera itself. Born at a moment in history and under circumstances that were more than difficult, from the start those involved knew it wasn't going to be easy. Nazi occupation had closed the doors of many Paris couturiers, and in a hope for the future, this was to stand for the creative ability, skills, and pride in perfection of France's artisans, couturiers, and creatives. These small dolls were dressed in extreme detail. Made from contrived wire that elaborated the female form, their hair was coiffed by leading stylists such as Antoine and Guillaume. Their diamonds were even specially made by Cartier and Van Cleef, and the furs, hats, shoes, and miniature leather gloves were painstakingly created to exact detail, as seen in this tableau of tailoring by Pierre Balmain, who even went as far to create miniature umbrellas and underwear. Ahead of the exhibition, the model-turned-photographer Lee Miller, who had since turned her hand campaigning for the U.S. Army in Paris, described the exhibition as one that would have an enormous impact, and which the Parisian public, so long deprived of all contact with beauty and elegance, would surely appreciate. It was at this time, when abundance still lay far ahead, that Parisians forgot present and past misery and crowded to see the little so-called dolls. Day after day, the people of Paris streamed to the Pavilion Marsan, including students who came to sketch how the fabric had been cut, and fashion-conscious women who took note for the clothes they made themselves. Soon, the Théâtre de la Mode travelled across Europe to London, where it was inaugurated by the Duchess of Kent and was the first foreign exhibition to visit the city since the outbreak of World War II. A private viewing was arranged for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, and in 6 weeks some 120,000 Londoners queued up to exclaim over the extraordinary French fashions. Not long after, the Chambre syndicale de la haute couture decided to send an updated version of the Théâtre de la Mode on a tour of the US, with the figurines dressed in the latest 1946 collections. The Théâtre de la Mode would go on to be a huge success and attract hundreds of thousands of visitors across the world. Its message, as strong today as it was in 1945, that inanimate though they may be, these dolls are in fact like the phoenix, a symbol of life, raising funds for war victims and promoting French fashion at its finest, and that even in the darkest of times, the beauty and craftsmanship of haute couture is something that has the power to inspire people from all walks of life, and is something to be preserved for generations to come.